It's the middle of the school year, and with the governor's state of the state, the start of a new legislative session, and a general feeling of newness, I'm inclined to share the state of education in Idaho. As the Idaho Superintendent of Public Instruction, I am the head of the Idaho Department of Education, the agency that oversees all K-12 education in the state. There are 313,263 Idaho students in grades K-12, attending 782 public schools and 74 charters. Our state's 6 educational regions span as far north as Bonners Ferry by the Canadian border to Westside School District, which borders Utah, and all places in between. Did you know Idaho has 116 traditional school districts, 100 of which are rural? My staff and I travel to these districts, work with parents, provide support for our state's 32,348 teachers, and attempt to plan for every Idaho student. The ones who ride a snowmobile from their house to the bus stop, the ones who walk a block to school no matter the season, and those who log on rather than walk into their classrooms. 5 issues top my list as we enter 2024. Student achievement in literacy and math. I want to see state dollars used to bolster students' basic mastery of these subjects. Department staff, educational experts, many lawmakers, and I will continue to aid Idaho districts in local decision-making that supports this goal. Preparing students for life. There are so many ways to do this. I am a big fan of project-based learning and hands-on learning in our elementary schools, and work experience for our students who are in high school, whether it's internships or apprenticeships. I am equally enthusiastic about Idaho's career technical programs. With 47,500 students enrolled in CTE programs and industry-driven opportunities in every community, these practical and important courses will help make our high school diplomas even more valuable while giving thousands of students the means to succeed after graduation. Recruiting and retaining quality educators. There has been progress made towards competitive teacher pay in Idaho, and I thank our governor and legislature for those efforts. As we consider the non-financial ways Idaho educators need support, we know that it involves the right preparation before they enter the classroom, continued mentoring and professional development while on the job. Idaho educators, I invite you to reach out and share your success stories, frustrations, and hopes. Let's work to restore the value of education and of educators. Modernizing school funding is my biggest focus this legislative session. The hallways and classrooms of our schools are different from when many of us attended. It is becoming increasingly urgent that we align how educational money is allocated and what outcomes are expected in return. Behavioral health is an issue our country and communities continue to grapple with. Trusted adults and families are learning to talk openly about mental health and suicide, but there is still so much room for clarity and consensus on how, when, and where to best help our students. These 5 issues don't even cover half of what the Department of Education and I are working on, but they are top of mind as we enter the new year. A new year can be a springboard for hope. I want Idaho education to offer that same feeling to students. Thank you for joining me on this journey to an ever more empowered and educated Idaho citizenry. Happy 2024.